While I was working on my next gaming news and updates video, yep, that's me, I realized that there are so many hot November game releases that they deserve their own video. So here are 12 new, chill and cozy games releasing in November 2024 for PC, Steam Deck, Nintendo Switch, Xbox, and PlayStation. And y'all know by now that my taste in games is a bit eclectic, so get ready for some true cozy games with adorable characters and open world exploration, mixed with amusement park building, realistic flight simulation and farming, and spicing things up with growing monsters and training them for battles, and shanking bad guys medieval style in a dark yet cozy life sim. Despite the varied exteriors, all of these games feature relaxing vibes or aesthetic nuclei with a side of zesty action that keeps your adrenaline flowing. So let's get this hot mess started. Farmagia is our first game, and while it's chock full of action, it also has cute monster farming, adorable characters, oh mama, and releases on a PC, Nintendo Switch, and PlayStation on November 1st, and it looks like it'll cost you 50 smackaroos. It's an anime-style monster tamer game with combat, which is a tad outside my comfort zone, but it has Palworld and Pokemon vibes, and I love the farming of oddly cute creatures and then sending them off to do my dirty work battling the evil overlord. In the underworld nation of Felicidad, monsters and people coexist, and Farmagia are the farmers who grow and tame these creatures. So you will play the role of a monster tamer, growing, training, and battling your monsters with other rebel Farmagia to fight the oppressive regime. Yeah, it's not very cozy, and neither is the price, but it has cute animals and farming, a vibrant art style, and can help you get your Palworld fix in case Nintendo... Don't hate me, but here's another spicy but incredibly atmospheric game releasing on a PC and Steam Deck on November 6th. Mirthwood is an open-world medieval RPG life sim that is so different from its competition. Mirthwood is and isn't cozy. It's dark, dreamy, and mysterious. Just listen to these clips that I recorded during the playtest last weekend. The rain pattering onto the damp earth, mixed with the rich soundtrack and subtle lighting that illuminates the foliage, swaying in the mild spring winds. And then the mood darkens as I enter into the forest, holding my breath to remain guarded, listening for signs of prey and predators. Wolves and bandits can appear out of nowhere and can be difficult to see through the trees. And if gathering your food isn't your cup of tea, you can hunt and cook your meals over the campfire. For those not keen on the fighting and survival, the developers recently added toggles for easier combat and survival. There's also looting, farming, crafting, turning your dump of a farmhouse into a cozy cottage, and a deep story full of sorrow, love, and turmoil, which you start to piece together during the tumultuous beginning of the game, which I'm not going to show you. In addition to character selection, you get to choose your origin, class, and profession, though I'm not clear how significantly this impacts the gameplay and relationships, which, by the way, you can greet villagers and choose how to interact with them, such as trying bad pickup lines on hot dads. You also have skills that are affected by your survival and actions, such as choosing to steal, which lowers your morality. Hey, a girl's gotta eat, don't judge. As much as playing Mirthwood puts me on edge with the suspenseful exploration, its alluring story and rich atmosphere kept bringing me back during the playtest. And unless it's super expensive, I will no doubt be buying this one for when I'm snuggled by the fireplace this winter and looking for an enchantingly ominous adventure. But if you prefer something more whimsical and upbeat, like creating your own amusement park, how about Planet Coaster 2? This theme park management sim releases on a PC, PlayStation, and Xbox on November 6th, and I am loving the addition of water rides. But holy Disney Dreamlight Valley, look at this price! Don't get me wrong, the creativity and strategy involved in constructing my very own water and amusement park, and then seeing it come alive with exuberant thrill seekers and being challenged to boost efficiency and keep the business profitable, sounds exciting. And this second iteration also allows players to share their theme parks and work collaboratively on cross-platform saves. But I'm still on the fence as to whether I get $50 worth of enjoyment out of it. Let me know in the comments if I'm just being a cheap old lady and you already pre-ordered Planet Coaster 2, or if you're also watching and waiting before taking the plunge. I just thought of that one. You're welcome. This is insanity. We have a third simulation game releasing on Steam on November 6th, and this one's super casual and wholesome. Trash Goblin is a shopkeeping game where you play as an adorable green goblin who cleans and repairs trinkets, which I found very satisfying in the demo, and then peddle these crazy concoctions to your customers. Spend your profits on workshop upgrades and new tools that unlock more valuable trinkets. Upon early access launch, there will be 50 different trinkets and variations, 8 tools, and dozens of NPC customers and quests. It's a quirky and soothing game for those who want a true cozy game experience. The following day, Magical Bakery releases on all platforms, including Nintendo Switch. It's a magic-themed cozy game perfect for autumn. In Magical Bakery, you are a wizard who runs a bakery, creating delicious food dishes infused with magic to help solve your customers' problems. As your skills increase, new shop upgrades and cooking ingredients will be unlocked, and if you work hard enough, the shop can one day be your own. It's a colorful, whimsical little game, and I love that it's releasing on the consoles the same day as on PC, which is a rare treat. I'm so excited for Nightstones to release on Steam on November 11th because not only did I back the game on Kickstarter, but it's also created by a solo developer, Ryan. Hey Ryan. And the dude's YouTube devlogs have been blowing up. Nightstones is a cozy open-world adventure game reminiscent of Zelda and A Short Hike. I purposely haven't played it since the early alpha stages because I'm saving myself for November 11th, but I remember incredibly cheerful graphics, quests and puzzles to complete, whimsical characters, and one of my favorites was how the music changed depending on my character's movement. Listen. Now listen what happens when I stop swimming. Do you hear the difference? Super cool, isn't it? I can't wait to play more Nightstones on November 11th. Hop onto your Oxbow self-propelled pea harvester and pull up some peas or milk your goat in the long-awaited Farming Simulator 25 game, which releases on a PC, Xbox, and PlayStation on November 12th. Holy sh*! It's another $50 game! But with that hefty price tag comes over 400 different farm whips you can drive, 25 crops, 3 maps, 8 farm animals, and as always, you can sow your seeds and plow fields with that special someone in co-op gameplay. It really is a chill game, with even prettier graphics than previous iterations, and it's just so gosh darn wholesome that it tugs at my heartstrings since my family farms and my kids have grown up playing the Farming Simulator games since FS14 on the iPad. And now they'll be playing FS25 on their gaming PCs as high school and college students, because I'm buying them both copies of the game for Christmas. I don't know why I'm whispering, they don't watch my videos. Game number 8 is one of the absolute cutest and coziest games releasing this fall. Petit Island comes to PC, Nintendo Switch, PlayStation, and Xbox on November 14th. You play as a young calico kitty who travels to a tropical island to photograph and relive your grandpa's experiences to help him remember his past. Yeah, it's very wholesome, and although the exploration, taking photographs, meeting characters, and completing quests seems pretty simplistic, the art style is so endearing and happy. I mean, you can ride a banana llama and other rideable critters, and just look at these pretty landscapes. It's so whimsical and carefree. I'm really loving the chill vibes in Petit Island. The next game isn't new, but I have so thoroughly enjoyed Fields of Mistria that I wanted to share its first major update, which is releasing on November 18th. The highlights of the update include the ability to increase your relationships with characters from 4 hearts to 6 hearts max, villaging player level capacities expanded, new daily bulletin board quests and rewards, more museum and mine content, and my favorite, new home upgrades and decor, as well as cosmetics for players and our animals. Which, if you watched my video where I unlocked all of the animal colors to create a Fields of Mistria breeding guide and color chart, then you know I have just a few on my farm. Alright y'all, I have never played a flight sim game in my life, but the trailer for Microsoft's Flight Simulator 2024, I must be a sissy because it gave me chills. Seriously, go watch it if you haven't already. The graphics, no doubt, are going to make your PC or console take a beating, but the views are stunning and evoke such feelings of euphoric freedom. What I like is that there's a purpose in the flights you take, to build your skills and unlock new air whips such as cargo planes, choppers, and crop sprayers. You can also compete against other pilots in the new Challenge League and racing modes, and there are photography challenges as well if you're more into nature and the rule of thirds. You can even land your aircraft and explore 27 different biomes, and the simulation part of the game is supposedly highly accurate from the aircraft systems to the flight planning. The game looks absolutely spectacular, whether you're a flight nerd or are like me and can appreciate majestic flying games with beautiful views. Flight Simulator releases on a PC, Xbox, and Game Pass on November 19th. And at this point, I'm not surprised to find yet another game with this price point, especially considering the insane simulation accuracy and graphics with this one. But it sure makes playing it on Game Pass for $12 a month enticing if you're not ready to invest $70 in the PC or Xbox version. Another game that'll cost you $70 is... just kidding. This one is sure to be more in the $20 to $30 range, I hope. My latest game crush, Luma Island, is set to release on Steam on November 20th. I played the demo during Steam's Next Fest and fell in love with the mixture of chill gameplay with a dash of spicy combat and the gorgeous island aesthetics, especially with the town lighting at night. It's multiplayer, and one of the other best features is you can choose from 7 different professions, and these affect your gameplay with the types of quests and activities you are given. There's even a cozy mode to turn off the spiders in the caves. You can also do a bit of fishing or farming and fix up your cozy seaside homestead. Yes, I know it looks like a sketchy meth lab in the woods, but you can turn it into this. Seriously, Luma Island could be on my list of top 10 cozy games of 2024, but I'm holding my breath until I play the full release on November 20th. Our final chill and cozy game is Critter Cafe, which releases on November 26th for both PC and Nintendo Switch. Critter Cafe is a wholesome adventure game with exploration, puzzle solving, and creature collection as you rescue animals and bring them to your cafe to care for them and let them interact with your customers. You can also make your cafe your own with plenty of decor customization. It seems like a pretty chill game, and I love the exploration and finding new animals to live in the cafe. And that's 12 chill and mostly cozy simulation, survival, and adventure games releasing in November 2024. I'm pleasantly surprised how many are coming to Switch, Xbox, and PlayStation concurrently with PC, so there are plenty of fun new game options no matter on which platform you play or the coziness level you desire. Out of all of these cozy games, I am 100% buying Mirthwood and Luma Island. I've already bought Nightstones through Kickstarter backing, and I'll be watching my kids play Farming Simulator 25 to decide whether it's cute enough for me to enjoy. If money were no object, I'd snag up Planet Coaster 2 and Farmagia as well as Flight Simulator 24, but my budget is more in the small indie game price range. But what about you? If you won your choice of any of these new games, which would you choose? Let me know in the comments below, and please consider subscribing if you don't want to miss out on the latest in chill and cozy games. Thanks for watching.